All right, and we're back, it looks like. Still sending data to YouTube. There it is. Now we're live on YouTube as well as Twitch. All right, well, let's get into some trucking. I think there's one for specifically trucking. Is chat on screen worth it? Is that something y'all like? Because it doesn't really seem like that necessary, right? Properties, PsyOps, trucking simulator. And then get rid of the display capture for now. There we are. I like screen chat so I can see YouTube chat. Also, I'm looking into YouTube memberships. I do want to make sure that I want to make sure that like whatever I charge for YouTube memberships actually makes sense. I'm having some troubles figuring out how to do it works good for 4x3, yeah, because like there's just dead space there and I don't know where to fill there. Oh right, it is going to be loud. I'm very sorry. Because like I would like to charge, like I only want to charge $5 if you get access to the Discord, and it's supposed to be just like you just do it, and that has not been my experience with like trying to get the integrations to work on Discord. Like the button to do integrations for YouTube is just not there. So if it doesn't have access to the Discord, then like, I don't know what rewards you get. You get access to like YouTube emotes or whatever the fuck those are. And it's just like, I wonder if it only works if, well, the thing is with memberships is you have to tell them what they're going to get and you can't edit it. So it's like, I don't want to like, yeah, you can't edit it after the fact, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I like to make it so that way you get to just choose how you want to throw money at me, because that's fine. I've said it on a couple other streams, but I just want to say it here as well. Sorry for getting really high last time and not just, well, for just talking about politics the entire time. But I mean, like, it's kind of what's on my brain. It's kind of what I think about all the time, so it's important to me, but it's annoying. Especially when it's supposed to be chill time. It's fine. I just figured I should say it in a trucking stream thing as well, since I was trucking. Yeah, I was okay after the Zoot stream. Those gummies just didn't hit very hard. Like, I told my wife when she came home that like, yeah, I took some, and she's like, you look sober. I'm like, I know, I feel sober. It did not hit as hard as they usually do. They started to hit right around where the stream was like ending. Oh, I love that they've got like the, I don't know what it's called, but like the little graffiti that like construction workers use. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know this for a fact or not, but I feel like CBD gummies are like mixed weird sometimes, and sometimes all of the THC is in one gummy and not the other. Chat kept your brain running. Yeah, that's a bit of it too. I also feel like if I can just lie down, I feel it's so much harder. But yeah, we were talking about the game awards and how I kind of think that, like, I mean, like, Baldur's Gate deserved to win a bunch of things. I'm glad that it did. I haven't played Alan Wake yet, so I don't know. You're allowed to get like messed up on stream. Yeah, you're not allowed to get like dangerously messed up. But I don't know where Twitch draws that line. Like, I know my limits, and I know I'm not going to take more than that. I don't really like drinking alcohol anymore, because the hangover is so much worse. No cocaine, yeah. And then none of that, like, caffeine, like doing a bump of caffeine like they've got on Reddit. Those ads went away. Maybe it's because of the whole, like, was it Panera Bread supercharged lemonade sort of thing, where they, like, might have killed someone by someone snorting it. And it's like, it's only available for YouTube partners. If your YouTube channel does not have a membership turned on, you won't be able to integrate your YouTube channel. Okay, yeah, I'll talk to my contact at Screenwave and see if they can figure it out. Has anyone had the, thank you for looking into it, Luigi Guy, because I could not figure it out last night. Yeah, I don't think they, yeah, don't endanger your health rather than no imbibing on stream. But, like, also it has to be legal wherever you're at. And I think that they probably still, like, don't do coke. But, you know, coke's not my thing. I read a study recently, and it was talking about how millennials are more into, like, they're not into uppers. Like, they're into, like, things that allow them to chill, as opposed to stuff that allows them to, like, party, because they're exhausted and they just want to relax. Yeah, I'm not gonna have my real contact list integrate with Discord. Get out of there. Cool. I don't have to go to the thing. Cool, I hate that. Yeah, that sounds like it's shit, I'll be honest. Yeah, I like coffee. I like being able to be awake, you know? I'm just kind of a chill dude, and I don't really I don't need that energy. For a while I thought I did. Never done it, so I don't know, but, like, you know, just I'm not a high intensity, like, very, like, excitable person. I'm a lot more mellow, and probably too mellow for streaming, but, you know. And that was really the only reason that I was even, like, where do you even get that shit? Coffee only makes me, like, human. I don't really feel like I should probably cut down on caffeine. I'll be honest. That'd probably be a smart idea. I like the way that coffee tastes. I like the way that coffee tastes too. ADHD moment. You know what the worst part is? I don't even remember what the fuck that's in reference to. It's probably like me being more energetic. Yeah. It's more of an ADD thing to not have that kind of thing. Yeah. I don't know. But, yeah, it seems like everyone's just kind of talking about the video game awards on Twitter right now. And I hope that no one's, like, going after either the people that got, like, Creator of the Year or, like, Esports Person of the Year. I have a feeling that they will in both cases, and they'll be like, why is it not Germa? It's like, Germa can't win every year. Has Germa won that yet? Did you hear the Panera lemonade that kills you instantly? I don't think it kills you instantly. No one really seems to care. Okay, good. Good. I'm envious of people who won that. Yeah, that's where I'm at too, Glassbrain, because I just don't have the time for that shit. And apparently it was a lot of ads anyway. I mean, the fact that Germa is a lot of people's favorite streamer and then, like, simultaneously has not won anything is probably a little bit of a tell that these awards don't make any sense. Oh, well, happy birthday, Bernaskle Witch. Yeah, apparently the supercharged lemonade from Panera Bread has killed 2 people at this point. Because they just kind of like put caffeine in it. You want a streamy? The limit for caffeine is 400 and it has 390. Like, a lethal dose is 400? They also put caffeine in it and they don't explain what supercharged means. Yeah. Like, legal limit is 400, not lethal. What? To be fair, Iron Mouse fans are much more into her than Germa fans are into Germa. Sales went up after the second death. Do people at least know that there's caffeine in it? The second person who died, I don't think was aware and had 3 large things. The Game Awards aren't voted on? Yeah, no, it's not a democratic process at all. I'm aware. How are they even selling it? I figure that, like, I mean, you know, because it's not illegal for them to sell it. Yeah, yeah, if you told, like, the fact that I don't know how much caffeine's in it and you're telling me it's like 4 Red Bulls, essentially, like, that seems like too much. It's actually more than 4 Red Bulls, because you're saying a Red Bull is 80 milligrams and it's 400 or 390. Yeah, I mean, I had like a small interaction with Iron Mouse like a couple times on like Bounce, and they seemed like a nice person. Apparently they tried to rip me off, or they think they ripped me off along with a bunch of other people, but it was the thing I needed, so yeah. I don't know how many people were killed by Four Loko. Yeah, I mean, as long as there's a... How many kids were killed by Prime? I don't think there's been any deaths from Prime yet. Right? There was 1 hospitalization from Prime. And a lot of that comes from, there's a caffeine version of Prime and there's a non-caffeinated version of Prime. And they're marketing, and they're you know, the bottles look almost exactly the same. So I figured that could be pretty easy. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's what happened to a lethal dose is 10,000 milligrams. A large Panera lemonade puts you at about 400 milligrams, whereas the FDA advises you not to have more than 400 per day. Yeah, I mean, that sounds right, because I if I have like more than a few cups of coffee, I feel a little jittery, you know? Yeah, is it 1,000 or 10,000? Because 1,000 seems very doable. That's 4 of those things, roughly. Almost. Oh, I was being such a good boy and hadn't had any problems yet. It's 10,000? Okay. Okay. But that seems like you're guaranteed to die at 10,000, but I mean, clearly one woman only had 1, and then the guy had 3. So, like, I think 2 who died also had caffeine sensitivity. Yeah, the guy who died more recently had 3 of them. He drank it and then refilled it twice. Who the hell drinks 3 cups? Someone who doesn't know that there's that much caffeine in it. Because I have like 3 cups of coffee some days. Like, who the fuck cares? Sure. I feel like the first one had heart issue, and the second one had like, he was mentally challenged to some degree or whatever. I feel like that's like, it may be true, but also feels like propaganda, because it's like, doesn't matter. They shouldn't do that in the first place. Like, you shouldn't serve stuff that has a potential to kill people. I think that sounds pretty reasonable. Like a normal dosage of it, or like someone who just like walks up to it and has some should not almost die from it, right? Like I should have a reasonable like expectation that like what I'm ingesting isn't going to kill me. And there should be warnings on it if it has a chance to, like, you know, with allergies. Yeah, I mean, and like, I don't know how much of the mental disability thing is like a real thing. Yeah, I don't have a gauge on how many like milligrams 390 is. You're telling me a Red Bull has 80, and then I'm like, oh shit, that's a lot. But like, you know, off the top of my head, I don't know how many like milligrams of caffeine black coffee has, or a soda has, and I drink those all the time. Yeah, and like, what is 390? Yeah. I mean, yeah, but it's like supercharged lemonade. That could just mean it's super sweet, you know? Like, what does supercharged mean? I mean, it makes sense that it means that it's got more caffeine in it, but it could also mean other things. Could be very sour, you know? And yeah, lemonade isn't generally caffeinated, so like, I don't think there's an expectation that it would be caffeinated, right? What was the about hormones being a danger for kids, but this is allowed? Yeah, well, listen, transing your kids, that's dangerous, but giving them 390 milligrams of caffeine just for the kicks of it, like, you know, that's the American way. I mean, honestly, yeah, that is the American way. Fuck your healthcare. Consume. An 8 ounce of coffee has 95 milligrams. Okay. I have like a gauge now. Nice. And I did it without getting a collision warning. Yeah, it's also the lemonade is not put behind the counter anymore. You can just like, it's like a soda machine. You just walk up and you can get some. So like, it's very easy to overdose. There's not like the Panera people like going, I'm sorry, I can't serve you another because you fucking might die. You know? But I feel like regardless, Panera should be held to account for that, right? Am I insane for thinking that? That it's like their fault that they made a thing and didn't properly explain it. Like, I'm not usually into like government regulations on stuff, but I feel like, you know, if we're gonna do government and we're gonna do capitalism, then like that's the government's job to protect us. That's literally why we give them money, right? To protect us from ourselves, from each other, from foreign nations, from corporations. That's what you give them tax money for, you know? So like when they don't do that, they're not doing their job, right? You know what's funny? Starbucks refreshers are exactly the same. But in a way, I've like, if you go, this has a shit ton of caffeine in it. Like if you go to Starbucks and you get a refresher, I would expect a Starbucks refresher, because I know what Starbucks is. Starbucks is a coffee place, right? I'm gonna expect it to be caffeine. You go into a coffee shop, you expect caffeine. So I think that like people are probably like a little bit more alert. It'd be kind of like going to McDonald's, ordering a drink and finding out there's alcohol in it. Like you wouldn't expect that. I didn't know refreshers had caffeine. I expected it just to be juice. See, yeah, I mean, they should definitely say it, but I understand why people would like not know. Also, I'm about to do something very illegal. Hold on. Fuck. Oh, the exit's a little bit further on. Yeah, I don't think that you should. And the thing is, it's not illegal, and they can blame it. I feel like this is the McDonald's hot coffee thing again, where it's like, oh yeah, shit, coffee's hot. You should have fucking known that. And it's like, they did. It was scalding hot. It was melt the skin off your bone hot. Like insanely hot. You can get beer in Europe at McDonald's. Yeah. I had a friend who went to Europe and he was very upset that he couldn't. He was acting like a bit of a Karen. He was like, what do you mean I can't take my drink from, you know, Taco Cabana out? Like, and walk out with it. And it's like, bro, you've lived in America your entire fucking life. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, the hot coffee thing is like actively really fucked up. And the fact that they tried to like, or have actively squashed the real story there is awful. And everyone just thinks that she's like stupid. And she wasn't even driving. You know? She was the passenger. She was past the drinks, and then the drinks were so scalding hot that it melted her legs off. Like almost. Like. Odin's Witch, thank you for the sub. We're not talking about Grand Theft Auto now. We're talking about the actual hot coffee scandal. The other hot coffee incident. So I feel like the Panera bread thing is kind of going the same direction. Like, I have no indication, I have no proof of this at all. I'm just like, the conversation is entirely about, oh, these people, like, you know, one had like a caffeine sensitivity and heart problem, and then like she drank it and she should have fucking known. But like, literally how the fuck would you know? Right? Like, I wouldn't expect lemonade to be caffeinated. I don't know why it would be. I hate the headlight thing. The headlight thing is dumb. I would love to hear from people who actually know the story rather than all these like weirdos who are like just making hot takes. And you know, it's always reported as if it's their fault for having drunk it. Oh, I need you to run this light. Yeah, it's bright as fuck out. I actually can't see parts of the road sometimes because it's so bright, but okay. Yeah, let me turn on my lights. Turn right. There you go. Can you lower the head bonk board thing? Headboard thing, not the head bonk thing. I don't think there is a way to flip. What the fuck? Oh, it's a light. Okay. Corporations are people when it benefits them, yeah. But not when, you know, it makes no sense to. Which is, you know, maybe all of the time, actually. I'll be honest. Yeah, I think I may need my third cup of coffee for the day or something. I'll get that at the next stop. I also bet that PsyOps had problems because of Half-Life 2 being a big deal. Yeah, it's really hard to go. We have a fun, like, sandboxy kind of game where you solve puzzles using the Havoc engine in the same year that Half-Life 2 comes out. Random question, Aerith or Tifa? I don't know anything about either of them. I only know about how they look. I don't know, like, what their personalities are. I don't know how old they are. I don't know really anything about them aside from their looks, because I don't play Final Fantasy. I'm aware of the characters, generally speaking, from stuff like Advent Children and stuff. Neither Sephiroth. Okay. This person's into twinks. Both are adults. That's great news. I can actually have a take. Tifa, I guess? No explanation. Yeah, Tifa was stabbed in the back in the Italian Senate, just like Caesar. I remember this. I like Tifa up until her voice. Oh yeah, I haven't heard her speak. Aerith is innocent and loves peace, but also... Okay. Rev chooses women. Yeah, this is a Rev is straight moment. She talks like a squeak. What the fuck? Really? Sid is the best waifu. See, I didn't play Final Fantasy VII. I'm just like not into JRPGs, and that's fine. Tifa is the quirky tomboy. Okay. Can we have a poll on if it's worth making the game smaller to have a permanent border? Oh, like, I was trying to figure out what the fuck that meant. I was like, is this like a... I don't know how to do that, really, you know? I'm aware of Vincent Valentine because I thought his look was cool. And they did like a spin-off, like, third-person shooter Devil May Cry-like with him, right? For the PS2? And I thought about Dirge of Cerberus, yeah. I thought about looking into that, but I never really got around to it. It's like that and Gungrave came out around the same time, and my friends were super into it. It was awful. I remember hearing on, I think, X-Play that it was kind of bad. But then I've seen some clips of X-Play more recently, and it's that shit didn't age well. I used to follow Adam Sessler, but like, man, he's just got some fucking takes that I can't handle, man. And I don't know. I get enough of stupid shit on Twitter anyway. Never trust X-Play. Best waifu is obviously the femboy Primarch. So that's either Sanguinius, who's like main defining trait that everyone always talked about is like how beautiful he was, and or Fulgrim, who was also very pretty. And I think you guys would probably be more into Fulgrim because, you know, he turned into a snake man. Isn't Fulgrim the gender one? I would assume so, yeah. I'm not too, like, able to, you know, give takes like that, but yeah. Didn't Adam Sessler do coke? I don't know. I don't know when people are aesthetically gender enough. So like when people say XYZ character is gender, it, as far as I understand the term, what it seems to mean is like, this is an aesthetic that I wish to, you know, reach as well. I want to express gender similarly to this. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so I do understand it. And that's why it's like kind of random saming, because it's an opinion. It's sort of like, I like this. Like, people will say that such and such is gender, but other people will disagree because it's, you know, an opinion. It's not like, I don't know, noble factual take that you can have. Like, okay, fair enough then. Because every time I thought I started to like get an understanding of it, I would see someone call something gender, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's nothing like anything I've seen. Like, that was previously gender. So it's like, how is this also gender? What is this shit? Yeah, we're just gonna get off here. Stop ahead? Also an opinion. Much like gender. I don't understand this conversation. Don't worry, I don't either. Yeah. Hi, Rev. How are you? I feel like I need some coffee, but otherwise I'm feeling pretty all right today. I got, you know, stuff done for arcade, so I've got like some time to work on other things. I need to spend next week probably working on stuff for Christmas as well, but I probably won't upload that or stream it because I need to work on some stuff for my wife, and I don't want her to be able to see it because that's not how Christmas works. Why aren't you speeding? This truck is having some issues getting up to speed. I think it's like I'm on a slight incline or something. I would be speeding if I could. Like, I'm holding down W. I looked it up and Fulgrim is definitely the gender one. Okay, yeah. And that definitely seems like something that Android would say is gender. Like, I understand that now. I get it. Check out Sanguinius, though, Android, and see what you think. Hey, Gigi, how you doing? Thank you for the raid. I'm not going to ask what you were streaming, because I know, but how was your streaming? Understood a lot of the LGBTQ stuff until I got to the pansexual stuff. Yeah, I have a hard time, like, really wrapping my brain around pansexual being different than, like, bisexual. I think it's, like, less about, like, it doesn't matter what's in your pants. Like, I'm just down to, like, you're cool. Pansexual is a more inclusive form, sure. And people have said that bi is 2 or more. Yeah, bi is 2 or more, pan is all. So I guess bi could just be exclusionary to some, but like not always. I don't know. It seems like a bit of a preference thing on what you pansexual here, bi and pan are kind of the same at this point. That's my understanding of it as well. Because yeah. Yeah, is this like squares and rectangles, where all rectangles are squares? The pan flag is cool. Yeah, I kind of figured. Usually when android means gender, they mean long-haired pretty boy. Kind of elfish. And Sanguinius is known for being pretty and dying. Spoilers. I feel so called out right now. Don't see it as a call out. See it as like, I don't know, appreciation. Ace, I think, Ace is the black, white, purple, white one, right? And I'm glad that your comic went well, GG. It was looking good when I looked as well. Yeah, the Ace flag is probably the coolest looking one. But I do, yeah, I kind of don't like the ordering of the colors. Like that's my one gripe with it. That like I feel like that it's in the wrong order. And just like the gay flag, I'm sure that there's like a reason for that color pattern. Do you still have the half sword VOD? I should. I could re-download it if I don't. I'm really sad to hear that the lesbian like battle axe flag is not like cool, because there's some people who are like assholes, you know, like that sucks, because like lesbians should be given weapons. You should make a rev flag. Yeah, here's the problem with that. I'm straight and cisgendered. There doesn't need to be a rev flag. Yeah, the rev cord flag is fine. You made the flag with the dragon on it. No, I wanted that to be like the new and improved like Ace flag, you know? Oh, like a ideological flag or like a nation flag. Okay, that's fine, yeah. Like, I'm not... I'm not, like, proud to be straight, I just am. Like, it doesn't seem like something that I should be prideful or ashamed of. So, like, I'm just... that. Vexillology, yeah. That sucks as a trans lesbian because I really like that flag. Then fuck it, use it. And if someone goes, hey, that's exclusionary to trans people, would be like, the trans person was in the house the whole fucking time, bitch. Like, what are they gonna say? I know I'm fucking right. Or make a new flag with, like, a better gun or weapon on it, you know? Yeah, and then like, TERFs who get all, like, out of line being like, oh, this is my thing or whatever, like, be like, fuck it. Nah, I do what I want. I'm, like, very much against, like... people co-opting stuff to make it shitty. I'm gonna co-opt that shit right the fuck back. Make the same... okay, how about this? Get that one with the battle axe on it, but make the battle axe bigger. Yeah, just increase battle axe. I'm speaking of someone who doesn't have, like, a well, like, versed knowledge of the flag. So, like, apologies if any of that was, like, problematic or whatever, but, like, I don't fucking, like, fuck TERFs is all I'm really getting at here. I've been very lucky that I haven't been fined for speeding yet. I've been seeing the cops before I get to them, so I, like, hit the brake. I'm a great driver. I know, I barely had any penalties, and I'm going fast. I started out this journey with 6,000. I'm only down to, like, down 2,000 or so. I think I have to stop at this rest stop. Might as well get gas while I'm here, too. I think this is, like, the same rest stop that I go to every time. Because it's, like, right about at the right spot of the journey. That turn was beautiful. You see that shit? Hit the grass for a minute because then we can just go straight into the spot. Fill up the gas tank because fuck my employer. Yeah, I should probably get a steering wheel. I might get one when it's time to, once we move. Like, lot of work to get And then I'm trying not to buy anything right now, if that makes sense. Because, like, we're going to be moving, and the less things I buy, the less things I gotta have. Texas state flag is pretty iconic. It's like, you know... Are those fake buildings? Well, you can't go in them now. But they look like real things. Real fake buildings. Yeah, I mean, we've got places like Half Price Books down here. I saw a post that Texas gas is like almost $1. It's closer to like $2. And we drive a, you know, a Prius, which is like electric functionally. Because like, as long as you're not, I forget what the line is. I want to say it's like under 60. You basically don't use gas. So like, we don't spend much on gas anymore. Yeah, my brother moved out to California, and he always sends me like pictures of like gas prices and stuff, and he's like, dude, you wouldn't want to live here. The gas prices are too high. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I have no interest in living in California in general, I'll be honest. There's a kitty outside my door. Give me one moment. Hello? It's not time for that. It's not, though. No. Not yet. It's the boy. He was arguing about whether or not it was time for Can or not. He has to wait an hour. He's not starving. He's fine. You know what I just realized? I'm just a trucker now, aren't I? Like, I'm a virtual trucker, but I'm a trucker. Like, I get paid to move digital goods. I think someone should make a more realistic truck sim. Yeah, amazing digital truck. The fuck you mean more realistic? I mean, like, I think, like, damage. I mean, I kind of do just drive 8 hours a day in this game. And there is no function to, like, talk to your family. It should turn off your Steam friends whenever you try and boot up this game. Just automatically. I mean, I can talk to my wife IRL, yeah. So it's kind of like the best parts of being a trucker. Dude, I was looking at, I had like an ad for like the new Ford trucks. And like, dude, do you have any idea how much like big trucks use per gallon? Or like what their miles per gallons are? Because they were like all in the teens. I think they said like one of them, like I watched the whole ad because I'd have to roll over and turn off the ad, and it was just like, I'll just lay here, you know? Twitch just doubled all animated slots for all partners and affiliates. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. I don't know how to use that, but that's fucking cool as shit. We'll figure out how to do that. We have to go to this way station. Not really sure why sometimes you have to do it and other times you don't. Ask the community to submit art or ideas for emotes. Yeah, I'm not sure what the dimensions are off the top of my head. I'm sure you could look up, like... Yeah, animated emotes are a little bit harder to figure out. I'm also, like, I just got done with that conversation with Gigi Mars, and, like... I don't know how to do animation, man. Hey, Clown Pubes, how you doing? 28 by 28 is a very weird size. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like if you do a hit and run, you should, like, get arrested in this game. Or, like, you have to pull over and actually, like, interact with the person, like, trade information and stuff like that. I suppose I need a let's go. And, like, a Germa pointing sort of meme. Yeah, I can't add cat passengers because I don't. Also, there is apparently an update, so. Wait, do you guys in the UK do gallons or? Okay, I'm not speeding. That's fine then. Oh, you're trying to convert. It's about 5 to 6 pounds per gallon here. Jesus fuck. That's very expensive. I should update the Herman emotes. That way he's the big boy now. Yeah, you were asking about the half sword VOD. Orth, did you want to edit that? Is that why you're asking? I just want to edit anything. Fair enough. It's been a bit, yeah. I was talking to Screenwave about that, and they're gonna try and get like a regularly scheduled person, and they'll have access to the back end, so they can just like download VODs, and that might make things very easy. But I'm down to send you the half sword one if you want. Get some petting emotes. Oh, that's a good idea too. They made Pikmin 1 with crowd control. Did you know that today is Friday in California? I'm aware, yes. Just send me whatever. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, I finally got tagged for speeding. Oh well. Whoa, I feel like I'm falling asleep. Oh yeah, you're probably getting your gas from like Russia and such if you live in the UK, so it's probably like very expensive. Community emote submission event. Like, I would have to do it where no one gets paid, because I don't want it to be like spec work. Can't sleep. Yeah. I'm really glad it is the weekend. I'm laying on the floor, ask me anything. You laying on the floor for, like, because you're doing good or you're doing bad? Because those are two very different moods. I swear to God, this is a cop. I'm not just doing this random acts of violence. I don't know, honestly, but it's carpet. Okay. Well, I hope things get better enough that you can, you know, just feel that vibe. In the house like carpet. What a line. I love that. I still haven't listened to the new Dracula flow. I didn't realize that was a cop until I was passing. But I hit the brakes just fast enough. I mean, like, 90 to 50 is probably gonna cause some fucking whiplash, but it's alright. I want to imagine that, like, my truck, like, when I actually get one, I want to have, like, one of those things like they have in, like, racing cars or whatever. You made the Redfall oh no inhale? I don't know what that sounds like. That's just my oh no noise. No one seems to care about the war in Ukraine. Yeah, in America, it's more about Palestine, Israel now. Americans can only have one thought in their head at a time. New war dropped. Us Brits still care about Ukraine. Yeah, I would imagine since you're, like, in the general vicinity, like, that probably would be very important. Also, like, your gas comes from there, so that also makes it very important. $90 next week. Wow. Wild to me that people can live to like 90 or 100 or whatever. Hap to grandma, I guess. Not sure if that cop could see me or not. I just decided to be safe. A better acceleration is probably good for, like, speed running. I feel like causing some problems, but I don't think I can get up to speed to cause them. And I don't really want to damage the trailer. That's where they really take the money out. You ready for a new Monster Hunter with no wire bugs? Yeah. I have played a Monster Hunter game without wire bugs. It's been a minute. Like, I'm down. Like, I know that Limes wants to play it, and I'm probably gonna play it a lot with my wife. If it's cross-platform, I'm gonna be playing it a lot. If it's not, then probably not at all. But I liked Monster Hunter Rise. It was good. I had a good time with it. I definitely got my $60 out of it. What are your thoughts on VR? I wish I had the space. It seems cool as fuck. I played some VR games. I helped test Job Sim. Like, I love the idea. I'm causing violence. Just got bored and figured I'd kill someone. But yeah, VR is fun. Wonder what the new gimmick is. It's called Wild, so I wonder what the new gimmick is. Ooh, it's probably, yeah, you're probably right. It's probably open world. I'd love to get like an Oculus setup or something, but I don't feel like it's like the hot shit anymore, so it's really hard to like justify it as like a business expense. But I do like the idea of those like games where it's like, I don't know, first person shooter, but with like, you know, VR. That's some good exercise, I would imagine. Like Solid Snake crawling through the brush, but your player model looks like shit. I don't know. There's been some games where it was required. A lot of the VR games are kind of streamer baitish. Maybe I can. Receiver in VR would be fucking great. You're right. Probably want to wait for the next gen of VR. I mean, I'm probably not going to get one until at least like well after April. So like, I hope that the clutch claw isn't coming back. I don't know anything about that. Like I said, I've only played like Monster Hunter 1 and Monster Hunter Rise. I played Monster Hunter 1 as like a stream bit. Clutch claw was world. I'd imagine that they're not going to get rid of any of the things. The insect blade is fun. We don't have the slinger or wire bug. Yeah, okay. I might stop being the wire bug person. I might stop doing insect glaive if I can't get that amount of movement going. There's like a caravan of people behind me, and I'm not entirely sure why. Am I going too slow? I'm going the speed limit. You don't have to use the clutch claw if you don't want to. Yeah, exactly. I want to go faster too, but I'm on a hill. I can't go faster. They can't pass because you're straddling the lines. Yeah, I know. I don't want them to pass because fuck everyone behind me. You decided to get on this shit late. It's not my fault. Also means that I can't, like, wreck as easy. It's a lot easier to take turns. Because I don't know if it's going to be on the right side or the left side until I'm, like, right about on it. And then I just take whatever. I wish trucks were real, right? Yeah, I might get some coffee or something, and then, you know, maybe I don't get coffee and I just get like a little snackle, and then we do Synfessions after this delivery. What do you guys say? Sounds good. And then I put out a tweet about I got a question. One, is there a Discord I can join? And two, where do I learn more about your submitted stories thing? Okay, so for the submitted stories thing, I feel like we should probably just come up with a date right now because I keep putting that off. My Discord, I've got two different ones. One is just for notifications when I go live. The other one is sub only. It just makes moderation a lot easier. The notification thing is literally just, yeah. I'm the only one who can post on that one. So it means that, you know, people aren't posting stuff and like, so those are both available if you do !Discord, I think. It looks like it's already been done, so there you are. As far as the writing contest, when do you guys think that we should do that? Because like Christmas is coming, New Year's is coming. I feel like that's gonna like kind of fuck up people's like ability to write. Should we just like skip it for this month and do it next month? Like maybe end of January? Or should we do it at the start of January? End of January? Okay. Why don't we do the last Wednesday of January? Soft announcement on that now. And then I'll actually get the form and shit together. But also I have no idea how many words I have. I mean, what did we figure out I needed to make it? Like 500 to, was it 500 to 5,000? Cop. I'll have to ask my wife on what the line is again, because yeah, I know my wife's old computers, or my wife's current computer is not going to probably be able to handle whatever the new Monster Hunter is, because it shouldn't be able to handle the current Monster Hunter, but I was like, fuck it, we're balling anyway. The new Monster Hunter isn't until 2025, yeah. Yeah, that was a very, like, fuck it, we ball moment when I was just like, look, this is the computer I got. I forgot what we needed to do. I think we just needed to buy a new hard drive, and we just plonked it in there, and then it was like, good to go. It's good enough. Like, she can watch YouTube on it and stuff. I just don't like him. I didn't get penalized for that? Really? I just, like, Monster Hunter side, like, what, hip checked him, and, like, we're okay with that? Like, it stopped his vehicle. I figured that should probably be I mean, you know what? I'm not gonna argue with it. This game's fucked me several times when it shouldn't have. So why not? Yeah, I might have to upgrade my video card at some point. Next year or something. I don't remember when I got this. I think I got it. I upgraded right around the time when Control came out. Because I remember I needed it for that. And then it was, yeah. September of 2021. Okay, so it's starting to get a little older. I could probably just upgrade a part or two rather than having to do a complete new build. Might be able to... probably can't do hand-me-downs. Yeah, I mean, I had to spend a little bit more, but I mean, it's my job, and my tax guy was happy about it. Wait until AV1 streaming codec becomes normal. Fuck is that? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. A new GPU might be all I really need. I feel like everything else is pretty okay. Memory, I think we're still okay with like 32 gigs, right? Like generally speaking nowadays, like games don't really want more than that. Okay. So then, yeah, I'm not gonna upgrade that. I don't need to upgrade the hard drive because it seems fine. So it's pretty much just the graphics card if I'm gonna do anything, right? 32 is a lot, but also I use it for editing, theoretically, at some point. AV1 post better be better than 264 by 265. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. AV1 is basically a more video efficient, or a more efficient video encoder, but it's non-standard. Okay. That's definitely not my wheelhouse, though it should be. 8 is barely enough nowadays. They're codecs. Computers seem so expensive if you want to play games. Yeah, but I mean, I've also had this one for years, and I probably don't actually need to upgrade it, but if I did, I think that's the part that I would upgrade. And you can kind of run... Is Rev reading the codec stuff off of YouTube chat, or is he just making up a guy? No, but that would be fucking hilarious. You're right, YouTube chat, my cock is huge. Uh-huh. That's all they're talking about on YouTube. That and the guy that's talking about codecs. Oh, yeah. I ended up running into this subreddit the other day that was like decisions you had to make. And one of them was like, some of them are really stupid. Like, one was, would you rather have $100 or a new Xbox and a new car? And it's like, I'll take the car. Like, that one was shit. The really good one was, and this one is like, was really spicy. Assume magic is involved here. You can be the last person to ever commit a crime, but you have to commit it in order for it to be just functionally impossible for anyone to get it. Like, no one can commit the crime again once you commit it for that last time. What do you do? Murder? It is a good one, because there's like a lot of fucked up shit out there. And I'm just like... Corruption? Corruption would be a pretty good one. Does suicide count? Please seek help. Can I do more than one crime? I don't think so. You can do any crime. But once you do that crime, no one can ever do that crime again. It's like magic. they just, like, it's physically impossible to murder people or whatever if you decide to do murder. So if I smoke weed, no one can do drugs again? I mean, it means you can't do them either. The final boof. Except for it's legal, yeah. I feel like petty robbery causes a lot of deaths and injuries for some reason. Yeah, but like... grand larceny and you know, corruption and insider trading does way more damage than petty crime does. Can I shoot the Bill Gates? Can I shoot and kill Bill Gates? And murder never happens again, not even wars. Do you expect me to do that? I don't know. What about war crimes? I don't know, I didn't look into it. Like, I didn't see what the stipulation... What the fuck is your problem? You know what? You deserve that. No. You son of a bitch. You motherfucker. You swerved into my lane. What do you want me to do about that? I wasn't even saying that murder was the right choice. That one wasn't my fault. Wars don't count as murder. Explicitly. Yeah, that's the whole point of war. It's like what war is about is not. Oh, we're just down the street. Whatever. Fuck it. Yeah, see, the thing is, like, the crimes that I think are the absolute worst ones, the ones that I'd want to stop forever. If you committed a war crime, I would assume it's the specific war crime. My wife came up with a good one. Go in on the weekends to a school with a weapon. And it's like, that's good. Because then no one gets hurt. And then no one's allowed to, like, bring a weapon onto school. Like, into a school ever again. Like, solve all, like, school shootings in one go without actually having to do a school shooting. Like, that was a great technicality that she figured out. Like, that's so smart. I love my wife. How about illegal gun ownership? Yeah, I'm not sure if you can stack multiple different crimes. Like jaywalk to the school to prevent that from being a thing. Oh, the little boy. You see here how sad that boy is? He's a very sad boy. I was doing so good up until my truck flipped, and I don't feel like that was my fault. I feel like the game fucked me on that one. And that's just not fair. He's just hungry, boy. Motherfucker. Yeah, you could go to like I don't know, like a back road somewhere and drunk drive to cause it to be a thing. You could drunk drive an empty street, or you could just like contact like one of those like you break into Daytona or something and just drunk drive on a weekend that they're not like doing any driving. You know what? Fuck it. That's pretty good. 56,000 from 1 gig. How much money do I have? 100,000? That's pretty good. Find out I can stop a certain crime forever, become a cop. That's pretty good. Oh my god, police brutality. That'd be so easy. Oh my god. All right. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm going to go to the bathroom, get some more water and stuff like that, and I'll be right back. BRB. And then we'll switch over to Confessions. 2 minutes. Around. Is that what you say, kitty? All right, I'm back. How are we doing on time? Looks like I got here after the time was up. My apologies. YouTube people, let me know when you hear this. People on YouTube anyway. Thank you, Luigi guy. You probably don't say that on this website though, yeah?